Welcome to our 520 square feet abode in Washington, D.C. This is just right off the bat. After you walk into the apartment, you have this mirror that you're probably looking at yourself. So go over here, and if I stand over here, yeah, there's a mirror. And here we have stuff for the daycare. This is where we keep all our shoes. And yeah, on top of this is actually from an entertainment center. Stuttered so much. So this is actually from our entertainment center that you'll see later. It just happens to fit perfectly on top of this thing, and this is where we keep our masks and also like our wallets and stuff. The keys goes over here. Over here we have just a bunch of hooks for hats and stuff. And then let's cut these things. So this is the main space, the living room / dining room, and this table is from IKEA. It's really nice, really compact. You can store things down here. On weekdays, this is also where we work. Kate will sit over here, and I will sit over there. And we have a power outlet that goes nicely into this hole here. And then, yeah, we just hook up our laptops here. And then we've had friends over here sometimes for dinner, and this folds out, and it can sit basically 6 people, I think. And over here, this is our kitchen. When we first moved in, the cabinets are all of dark wood, and we didn't really like the way it looked. It really it makes the space look really small, so we painted it white and yellow. Kate had organized all her baking ingredients like this. It's really nice. And over here, I think a couple years ago, I built these for her pants. Yeah, when I was kind of in the beginning of the pandemic, I think, or maybe it's late. No, I think it's the beginning of the pandemic that I got into like really rudimentary woodworking. That I got some saws and sandpaper and such. This is a nice little tea cabinet box that we got from IKEA. It looks really cheap. Everything was just unfinished wood, so we just kind of stained it and sanded it down so it's nice to the touch. And these 2 baskets are, for produce and for fruit. All the other cabinets, this is just where we keep our trash and our recycling. So it always saves some space. When you have a small space, it's always nice to have things mounted on a vertical surface. Same thing, same idea here. This is also where we hang like dish racks and stuff. And let's see what else. We have a calendar there. Just kind of makes me feel a little bit more like at home. When I grew up in Hong Kong, we just always have one of these. And okay. So when we painted the cabinets, yeah, we also replaced the handles, because they used to have this stainless steel handles, this brushed stainless steel on dark wood that it felt more oppressive. And these handles aren't that expensive. I think it's like, I don't know, just a few dollars each from eBay. Yeah, so over here we have our entertainment center. We just happened to find this system from IKEA that really fits the space really well. We have the TV over here, and we have shelves, and the TV is hooked up to the vinyl player with the 2 speakers, because you always need speakers in addition to your TV speaker. Anyway, so down here is where we keep some of our vinyls. Inside here we have like a switch. It's kind of messy in there, but this is like the gaming stuff. And down here, vinyls. On this side, CDs, also a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. Workout equipment. Down there is a bar. There's a bar mat that we have to keep our dumbbells from scratching the floor. This is the main project that I had when I was getting into woodworking early on in the pandemic. Yeah, 2020. So it's a piano. It's an electric piano that's fitted in this desk, and some of the wood came from the acoustic piano that we used to own, and after not being able to hand it off to anyone, we list it for free on on Craigslist and also on Facebook for like 2 months before I decided to just gut it and use the wood. So down here, this is one of the legs of the original piano that I kind of incorporated into this design and built a box for the pedals. So I think over here we have some plants. The planter, this is a kumquat plant. That's your typical fig leaf plant that is always dying. So this planter used to be much taller, and you can't really put a lot of weight on it without, you know, it being dangerous of just tipping over. So I saw basically make the leg shorter. So here we just have blinds. This is actually a really nice space. If you look across some of the larger units, I mean, they have the benefit of having a bedroom that also have windows. We have a dark bedroom, but we get 3 big panels of windows. So we get a French balcony, kind of a balcony that allows us to have some outdoor plants that some of the other units don't really get to. And we always keep some herbs, some mint, basil. We never really use them for cooking, but it's just, I don't know, I like having them. And we got maybe half a pint of strawberries from these plants earlier this year. Down there you can see a bonsai that we got to during the 2nd year of pandemic. And one of them's already dead, sadly. Over here we have a blackberry plant. So over here, there's this whole wall here that we just happened to find 3 different elements that fits the space almost perfectly. Yeah, at one point we had a cat, and we had a floor-to-ceiling cat tree that fits here, and which we did like custom upholstery for that too. So here we just have some books, baby books, some board games, some puzzles up top. So yeah, so over here there's this table that it's nice for the 3 days a year when the weather is nice in the morning in DC and when there's no wasps just flying around in the courtyard. And we can fold this out and have some coffee. And in the springtime for about 2 months we have some nice flowers and planters here. Okay, so Annie is up and we can go into the bathroom now. So Annie is up and we can go into the bedroom now. So first of all, this is a draw-down curtain that we got for the room to block out some sunlight, because all this room had as a door was this sliding door which had glass panels on it. So just to help keep the room dark during the day for baby naps. And then over here is the desk that we have. This counter is actually from kitchen. So I found 2, I guess, cabinets plus this kitchen counter made of bamboo. I don't know why anybody would choose bamboo as a material for kitchen counters, but it fits perfectly in this space, given again the width of this. Given the width that we have. After we put in this full-size bed. So over here is the full-size bed. Again, IKEA. Yeah, this is the full-size bed. So there's this pole over here that we like to hang sometimes clothes that we wore once and want to wear it again tomorrow. And it's just a standard full-size bed. Over here we have a corkboard that because I don't want to have pins that goes into the wall all the time, so it's actually it's a fake corkboard with some Velcro on there, and that Annie likes just to rip them off the wall and hand it to us every morning when she wakes up. So you can see a lot of these postcards are just really beat up. Over there is a reading light and some bookshelves on top. As you can see, there's that twig that we have that we picked up one spring, I guess, or one winter rather, after a storm, off a cherry blossom. And then next to it are the guitars, and bass guitar, and my amp, and some some certificates, etc. There's a poster that there's a poster of my band when we did our last show in Knoxville. Over here is a sewing table and some pegboards for sewing supplies, random stuff, hats, another shelf for just bedding and stuff. This is a really nice changing table that we found that again fits this width perfectly. And it's not really a changing table. It's like just a standard dresser. So it's actually not as wide as a changing table, but it's wide enough for a baby. Yeah, a lot of the sizes of like cribs and stuff, they're not really designed with small spaces in mind. So we have to find something that can work. And this is, I want to just show off. This is where we have the diaper pail that's mounted on this changing table here, and we got this French door. It used to be huge unfoldable doors that we had when we first moved in, but after we switched to these French doors, look, it fits the space perfectly. And then over here, it's another shelf with a lot of baby stuff, and it also clears right here. Yeah. Finally, we have a shelf, we have a crib. This crib is also custom fit, so I think if I didn't cut it down by this much, if I didn't shorten it, because this is the width is original, but I shortened it by about half a foot, yeah, so that it clears again this wall here. And it's actually surprisingly affordable to find custom size baby mattresses. So the bathroom, as you can see, the bathroom is really spacious. As you can see, the bathroom is really spacious for such a small apartment because it's an ADA unit. So someone have to be able to come into the bathroom with a wheelchair and so on. So because it was an ADA unit, the sink was also had a weird design when we moved in. There's no cabinet, there's only a sink with nothing underneath, so there's not a lot of storage when we bought this place. So everything is DIY except for part of the shower. So yeah, just talk about the shower so I can stand in here. So the only work that we paid someone to do in the shower is to tear down the original tiles and put on the plasterboards, and then did some of the plumbing to add this body spray. And basically we did everything else, including the tiling. So we tiled this bathroom, we put on the glass door. The glass door, by the way, makes a huge difference in terms of the sense of space when you're taking a shower, because it doesn't matter how big your bathroom is, right? If you have an opaque shower curtain, it feels just very claustrophobic. So we want to take advantage of this large space, so having a glass door really helps. And it was very difficult to find some of the fixtures that we use, because we're not contracting this out to someone who knows what they're doing, so I have to buy everything online. So it took me a while to find such a long pipe here, because I wanted to have a rain shower kind of in the middle, and also with the body spray, so that we're not always, so like more than one person can take the shower. If it's close in the middle, one person can use the body spray, one person can use this over here. And yeah, so we also added this recess, put in some stuff, because yeah, just originally didn't have any of that. And the tile also has this weird texture to it that just gets moldy. So the rest of the bathroom just follow the same logic that we've used before, but because the space is smaller, it's more difficult to find something that fits the space precisely. So we got these things from. So we got these shelves from IKEA again, but I had to saw some of the rungs off to make it fit the space, to just make it fit kind of flush. It used to come out maybe just like 4 inches extra. Over here is a chair, because me and my wife cut each other's hair, or my wife cut my hair mostly. Sometimes she also cuts her own hair. But so we'll sit basically in the middle of the bathroom facing this mirror when we get our hair cut. Here we have a Toto bidet. Highly recommend. Really nice. Keeps it, even if you don't use a bidet, it keeps the seat warm. And there's like a timer, so it kind of predicts when. Yeah, I don't know how it does it, but every time you sit down, the seat is really nice. And these baskets we got, it's oddly satisfying. It locks in, so the size of this bottom locks in with the grooves that's on this shelf. That's really nice. And this is the sink that we also did it ourselves. We hit the electric outlet in the back there, and then we have, I've cut a hole here with like one of these office cubbies so that we can have just hide the cables. Yeah, that's pretty much it from IKEA. All the plumbing, we did it ourselves. It's plumbing, it's easier than you think when it's outside of the wall. When it's inside the wall, it's a little bit tricky because then you have to cut open plasterboard and then put everything back on. Then you probably need like a truck or something. It's a little bit more work. The heater is also something that I really enjoyed having, especially in the winter. So that's something that we had some contractor do when we were doing the rest of the bathroom with the tiling. And we used to have a pet. We used to have a little cat that we used to litter box, and her litter box really really stinks. So we had a little cat door that we cut out in the bathroom, and the litter box used to be in there, and she used to go in and use the litter box. We used to have a night light for her, but yeah, she doesn't live here anymore. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the tour of our very, very small space and how long it took for me to explain the handful of things that we've done, handful of DIY projects that we've done to this space. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Oh, still sleepy.